Hey guys, the Monster here, the Monster Garage, and we are going to show you an install of the new updated RIP boards. And we had I wouldn't say it was a problem, but people were scared of installing them with the stock brackets, mainly because you had to put a little heat to the screws on your foot pegs and bust loose the Loctite, and be honest with you, it was a pain. And sometimes it went well, sometimes it didn't. Also, if you had floorboards, then we had to do a core exchange, or you sent your floorboards to us, and then we sent you foot peg brackets so you can mount our brackets. And basically, this assembly right here is the stock assembly, and this is what we would send you if you had a floorboard bracket. And this is also what the stock foot peg bracket is. We put our adapter on here, and then the base mounted to this plate here. So uh, the intimidation factor was pretty high. So what we've done is we've come up with a bracket now that you can keep your stock floorboards, keep your stock pegs, sell them on eBay, sell them on Spyder Lovers, sell them on Facebook, whatever, or just hang on to them. But now the kit is basically everything's included. We've gone from this apparatus here to a solid piece of billet aluminum, a little F3 emblem on there. And basically this is it. This is the whole bracket. And it will come with the kit. The price has increased a little bit because it's just so much aluminum that we've had to add to it. But it's not bad. And like I say, you can recoup some of your costs by selling your stock products. So basically we're going to show you an install. This is typically what you would get in a kit. This is only showing half the kit, well, a little less, a little more than half. But you'll need the frame caps. One's a upper cap, basically for looks, but the bottom one you have to have. If you run in a number 4 or a number 5, you'll need this spacer, which goes there, and we'll send a longer bolt for that setup. If you're running a number 3 or number 2, basically the bracket goes on there like this, then this bolt is the one you use. So depending on your setup, talking about the holes, the small hole here will always be on top. If you're running a number 5 or a number 2, you use the very last hole. If you're running a number 4 or a number 3, you use one hole up. So we have one bracket that basically works with everything. So if you wind up, giving your bike to your wife, or your wife gives the bike to you, or whatever you do, this same bracket will work for any kinds of positions. So we made it easy like that. It comes with these rubber inserts. This serves a couple purposes. One thing, that gives you a good vibration isolation. We don't stick them in because basically they don't want to stick until they're clamped. So when you get them, you'll stick it in there and then bolt it up, and then they're not going anywhere, obviously. That all comes with the kit. Everything for the hardware, you'll get one longer bolt, and that bolt is for going into your brake pedal. So if you have a brake pedal, that's the long bolt. We'll go ahead and send you 2 bolts just in case you have a SM and you need to hook up the shifter on it. Same bolt, same situation. The shorter bolt, this will go in like so, and then your big plate mounts to that. So we're going to show you how that all works, but anyway, this is basically what you get in the kit, and I'll show you how easy it is to install. Come follow me. So the first thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is you're going to want to take your linkage off and your foot peg mount off. So pretty simple deal. It's just 2 bolts, and let me grab that real quick. As far as removing it, you'll have 2 bolts here and here at the bottom, and those take a 5mm. You unscrew those, this hinges out, the whole thing pops off. And then for the brake, there's actually a bolt that's locked in there. You'll see when you get it on. But Basically, you just want to back that bolt out. So you remove it, so this is what you got, a nice naked tube there. So one of the first things we're going to do, this particular bike is set up on a number 4, so we are going to need a spacer. So we already have the top frame cap installed, and we give you hardware for both. So we're going to install the bottom frame cap. So you're going to take your spacer, put it in there like so, and like I said, this is a number 4, so it's going to go one hole up. Same if it was a number 3, it would go one hole up. If it's a number 5, it goes on this hole, and number 2 goes on this hole. So we'll just kind of just get that started, a couple of threads. And you want to leave everything loose till you get it, everything bolted up, fitted. So if you feel the back of your tube, you're going to feel 5 different holes. So we're going to go, there's 1 hole, there's 2 holes. So that's number 5, number 4. Now here's your piece here. I already put the rubber on there. It's got a little set bolt that locks it in. The curved piece goes up. You'll see why in a minute here. That actually locks in like so. So you want to go ahead and put that up. Also, go ahead and put the top bolt in. Depending on the position, you may not have enough clearance to get it in, because it'll hit the case. So go ahead and put the top bolt in first. So, where are we? Okay, there's number 4. I'm going to go ahead, okay, I can feel that it's locked in. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this where it goes and hold it in place. Get some bolts started here. This will be the long, boring part of the video. But and I have a special little ratchet I use, but you can use just a regular Allen wrench. Oh, guess that wasn't started. Okay, get that in a little bit better. There we go, that one started. Always happens on the video. And this has been tested in all the positions, so it does work. And the reason you want to pay attention to what hole you put on the linkage is you want to make sure the angle of the floorboard's right, so you have good clearance on your brake. So I'm going to just take my little cheater here and get them started a little better. Once this gets in, it's a nice, really nice solid mount. Looks really nice. A little F3 kind of adds to it. Gives it a little character. So now what you're going to want to do, whether you use an Allen, it doesn't really matter. I'll go ahead and use the Allen because that's probably what most people have. Just want to tighten them up fairly even. They will bind if they're not even. You are going to close that gap up, so the gap you see in the joint, you're going to want to close that up as much as possible. Getting there. We are going to have a highway bracket for this also. The one that we had before will not work on it. The dimensions are just a little bit different, so we're working on a new one for that. Alright, just about got it. Alright, so that's nice and snugged up. The boards, we're going to go ahead and install these pieces on here for you. So here's your center hole. These are 10mm metric now. We're using on both. So I want to go ahead and, oh no, don't tell me I forgot to put that bolt in. I forgot to put that bolt in. No, I did not forget to put that bolt in. Okay. Now I got to cheat. So yeah, just what I told you to do. This is why you got to do it, especially in a number 4. I can't fish that bolt in unless this cover's off. I can't believe I just did that, but I did. So for sake of the video, I'm going to take this off. It's just faster. But if you do it right, like I tell you to do, you won't have to do this. So now you get to see what's behind this cover. I know you guys are dying to see what's behind you. Alright. So now I should be able to fish that bolt in there. Big dummy. Lamont, you big dummy. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and get this started. And at least take my little Allen wrench here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to snug this up in a straight position, like so. Then this is my brake bolt. So if it's angled down where it goes, it actually won't go into the hole. So you have to kind of cheat. I got to cheat this too. So pull this out again. Down a little bit. I can put this back on. Okay, so I'll leave that loose. We provide a bolt for this here. That just goes, line it up where it goes. Like I say, you're going to leave everything loose because you need the slot to get it all to work. Where are you, buddy? Oh. Come on now. There we go. Tighten a little bit. What I usually do is I go ahead and tighten this one down because the other one just sucks nice straight in. I'm going to run this in a little bit. This up. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this washer on this bolt here for the brake, and then slide the brake lamp on. And like I say, if you do it the way you're supposed to, you won't have to have this cover off. And we give you a nice little top locking nut. 17. Too rough for that. Okay. Alright, that's snugged up. And then you'll put your brake linkage on. So when you do that, you always put this piece on first. It's a pretty easy deal. For the sake of video, I'm just going to do it real quick here. Thing down here. It's a 5mm Allen and a 10mm wrench to snug these up. But this is a little longer in most of our videos, but basically that's it. I'll snug all this back up once I'm done, but you'll have plenty of clearance for your brake. Real solid, I mean really nice fit. No problem standing on it. Your feet are very comfortable, real easy to get to the brake. That's the one advantage that we've really noticed is it's no big deal to just rock your foot over there. So that's it. That's the install. We're going to be adding them to the store today, and you'll be able to place your order. But this is the new style LeMonster RIP boards, and just go to lemonstergarage.com and look under F3 under floorboards, and that's it. Thanks, guys.